Awesome pasta salad. I'm using cheese tortellini, olive stuffed with blue cheese, onions, tomatoes, cheddar cheese, Colby Jack cheese, red onions, a bunch of stuff. If you want to see how I made this and look at the meats. Two different kinds of meats. This will serve as a meal or a snack or great for a potluck. If you want the recipe, keep watching. Okay, let me show you the ingredients for an awesome tortellini salad. Now I'm using 5 cheese tortellini. As you see, it cooks in 3 minutes. This is fresh. I have water boiling behind me. My secret ingredient is salad supreme. I'm using 1 heaping tablespoon of that. And I'm basically using leftovers from my party fancy skewers. You might want to check that video out. That's Frederick's blue cheese stuffed olives. That's Kalamata olives. And I'm using Olive Garden Italian dressing. And I've got some baby cucumbers that are seedless, leftover tomatoes, they're grape or cherry, that's a medley of different colors. I cut them in half, and then I have a red onion, about 1/3 of an onion that I've cut up. And then I've got some antipasto meat. What's left is the pepper-coated dry salami, and I'm using some Italian dry salami. Welcome to my channel, Quick, Fast, Easy Meals. This is a delicious salad. I want you guys to comment down below, let me know how you change it up. It's basically a clean out the refrigerator salad. So I'm gonna get everything cut up and set up. Like I said, my water's boiling. That takes 3 minutes and get this pulled together. Let's get cooking. Okay, I've washed and dried my baby cucumbers, and these don't have any seeds. That's why I chose them. If you can't find these, you can get a English cucumber. Those are seedless, or you can just get a regular cucumber and remove the seeds with a spoon. I'm just cutting this up in decent size, bite size. Yeah, I'm interested to know if you guys like tortellini salad, and if you make this, please comment below and let me know. I don't care if it's a year from now, how you made it and how you changed it up. It's full of meat. You basically, I call it a clean out your refrigerator salad, and what I love is using fresh tortellini because it cooks in 3 minutes. And all you have to do is throw your vegetables in, let this cool, and you've got a great, quick, fast, easy meal or side dish. Perfect for potlucks or lunch. And I'm going to take the tips out of here. I'm not going to use any of the tips in the salad. They don't look good. So I'm going to get my pasta water, put my pasta in the water. Okay, I've got my peppered salami here. I'm just basically going to cut this into 4s and turn it. Quite a lot of meat for the amount of pasta, but like I said, I'm cleaning out the refrigerator, and I'm taking this to work with me tomorrow to share with a friend, and that way it'll be loaded with meat, full of protein. Just slice these up. I'm just going to take them and slide them into this bowl here and just kind of break them up so they won't be stuck together. Okay, they've all floated to the top, so I'm going to pour those tortellini into a strainer. There you have it. Okay, one of my secrets is I like to add the pasta, and I like to add my dressing while it's still hot, because as you guys know, it will soak up a lot of it. Even if I'm making this for tomorrow, when you get up tomorrow, half of the dressing will have absorbed into the pasta. So I always like to save some extra to add in, and I'm just kind of separating the salami and adding that in. Okay, so I've got everything all cut up. I'm gonna add the tomatoes. Just use whatever you have. I didn't have a lot. And then on my cutting board here, I've got the Kalamata olives. I've got the olive stuffed with blue cheese. If you don't like this, don't use it. Like I said, I'm just cleaning it out. These are the cucumbers, the baby ones. I'm adding those in there, and the red onions. And 1 heaping tablespoon. My secret ingredient, the salad supreme. Always makes it next level. Add more dressing. And one thing I forgot to tell you guys, I apologize. I have some leftover sharp cheddar cheese that's cubed. I'm going to throw that in there, and a handful of this Colby Monterey Jack. But I don't want to add this while this is still warm, because I do not want it to melt. I want the chunks of cheese to be really, really nice. And you'll be able to see them. I don't want it gooey and gloppy. It's the ratio's off, but I like a lot of meat with my pasta salad, so you'll definitely have to hunt for the tortellini in this. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. You know, I upload 2 videos a week and always include an inspirational quote and tell a controversial joke. So I'm gonna let this cool for a little bit before I add the cheese. Okay guys, I put the bowl in the refrigerator for 1 hour so it would get super cold, because I do not want the cheese to melt in here. Just separating some of the meat. And here's the sharp cheddar, white cheddar that I had left. Like I said, this is a clean out the refrigerator dish. And then I've got the Kobe Jack. I'll add a couple handfuls of that to this. And stir this together. And there you have it. Doesn't that look fabulous? That salad seasoning is the ticket. Trust me, do not leave that out. Even if you make spaghetti salad, whenever you use Italian dressing, add the zesty packet from Kroger to that, or add the salad seasoning. Do not just use bottled Italian dressing. It is so bland and it's missing something. So I'm gonna get everything set up, turn the camera around, and tell you guys my joke. A man in his final moments of life asked his wife of 50 years, Martha, soon I'll be gone, and there's something I have to know. In all those 50 years of marriage, have you ever been unfaithful to me? Martha replied, well, Henry, I'll be honest with you. Yes, I've been unfaithful 3 times during the 50 years, but it's always been for a good reason. Henry was obviously hurt by his wife's confession, but he said, you know what? I never suspected, but could you do me a good and tell me by what good means? Martha says, well, first time shortly after we were married and we were about to lose our house because we couldn't pay the mortgage. Do you remember that one evening we went to see the banker, and the next day he notified you that the loan would be extended? Henry recalled the visit to the banker and said, I can forgive you for that. You saved our home. But what about the second time? Martha said, and do you remember when you were sick, but we didn't have money to pay for your heart surgery that you needed? Well, I went to see the doctor one night, and if you recall, he did that surgery at no charge. I recall that, Henry said. And did you know to save my life? So of course, I can forgive you for that. How about the third time? Martha said, do you remember when you ran for president of your golf club and you needed 17 more votes? Oh my God. Well, she was a good wife, I guess. She did it all for her husband in good faith. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Please give this a try, and please comment down below if you make this and what vegetables you use or meats. I just cleaned out my fridge, and like I said, you might want to check out my fancy party skewer appetizers. I used what was left from that and made this salad. And if you're making this for a potluck or more than 4 people, I would definitely double the pasta. Like I said, I use fresh pasta that only took 3 minutes to cook. You see how fast it is. And reserve some of the dressing, because you know pasta absorbs a lot of dressing in the fridge and it could be a little tight. And definitely make sure it's cold before you add the cheese, because if not, it'll be messy looking. Or you can add feta, a lot of different cheeses, mozzarella, shredded cheddar, whatever you desire. But once again, thanks for watching. God bless you all, and hope to see you on the next one.